Greetings, and let's look at this analysis for some few pairs, which I think we'll be doing very well in the next few days. And let's begin with AUD Swiss franc. I am using technical analysis, but if you are new to my channel, take note that I don't use only technical analysis. And so what I share in technical analysis is simply a quick analysis, but the main thing or the main work is done during the weekend where I come up with my conclusions. So as for AUD Swiss franc, we are expected to be selling this pair. And so when we look at the common technical analysis, this is a daily chart for the pair AUD Swiss franc. We can see that price is bouncing up and down, but as per the main analysis, the pair is trending to the downside. And so what we expect after this pullback, in my opinion, will be another move to the downside. And this move is likely going to come and break this level and continue all the way into this area. Let's go to another pair, and this is AUD-USD. AUD-USD, we can see that clearly the trend is to the downside on a daily chart. We have had a number of days moving to the downside since last year, 2024, around September. Price started pushing to the downside, and the trend is still to the downside. We expect to get a pullback, but even before the pullback on lower time frame, I believe that we may see more selling opportunities, I repeat, on lower time frame, because in a bigger picture, we would like to see a pullback, and this pullback can come into this area, it can come into this area, and then the major sell will again appear. But for now, we are looking for selling opportunities on lower time frame, if possible, to see price come back into this previous level or slightly break it. So what we are looking for is an extension of this entire move to the downside. So we would like to see an extension, and on lower time frame, we may go with it, running towards this area. But if we see price bouncing into this area, again, we'll be looking for an extension to the downside. But if price continues all the way into this area, in my opinion, that's when we shall be looking for a better move to the downside. Otherwise, for now, we are looking for short-term selling opportunities, believing that this pair or this move is likely going to give us an extension to the downside. Let's look at another pair, and this is CAD Swiss franc. CAD Swiss franc, on a daily chart, we can see that it is bouncing up and down. We have a very nice rectangle. Price has been in this consolidation phase for a long period of time since August 2024. We can see that the pair has not been making any significant moves up and down. But since it's a daily chart, again, we believe that selling would be a good opportunity after bouncing from the upper line of the rectangle. Most likely, price will be running to the lower line of the rectangle. And if by any chance this line is broken, then we'll begin looking at the next level, which is around this area. So for now, we are looking for selling opportunities for CAD Swiss franc, believing that price will come to this level. And if it breaks it, then we shall be looking at this level. Let's look at another pair. And this is Euro AUD. Euro AUD, we have seen some buying opportunities of recent. We also saw price break this level by this move here. It was broken nicely. And according to our general analysis, or the major analysis that we do during the weekend, the pair is pointing us to the upside. And so even now, we are looking for buying opportunities. Any pullback like this one, which we got, for us, we are looking for buying opportunities, believing that price will come take out to this level, and if possible, it may continue all the way into this area. Let's look at another pair, and this is Euro New Zealand dollar. Euro New Zealand dollar also behaves in a similar way like Euro AUD. So we can see that we recently had some major moves to the upside. So price came and took out to this level by this move here, and then it went into a consolidation. To me, after this consolidation, we may see price move up again. So we are looking at this rejection. Most likely, price will continue to bounce in this zone or to consolidate on a daily chart. But in the end, I believe that price will be moving upwards to come and take out to this level, and if possible, continue into this next line here. Let's look at another pair. This is Euro USD. We can see clearly that Euro USD is pushing to the downside on a daily chart. The trend is clearly to the downside. And so whatever pullback we get, I believe will be pushing or will be leading us into a selling opportunity. So we can see that we have been pushing the downside very strongly on a daily chart. I believe that price will be giving us a major pullback in the next few days. But for now and for the remaining days to end this week, we are looking for an extension of this major move to the downside. We may get a temporary selling opportunity. Again, it will be determined on lower time frame, especially since we can see that price has failed to break this level multiple times. So most likely we may see an extension of this major move to the downside. If possible, it may come back into this area. But as I said, we expect a pullback, and that's when we shall be getting a major move to the downside. For now, we are looking for short-term selling opportunities on lower time frame for Euro AUD, Euro USD. Let's look at Great Britain Pound Swiss franc. We can see that Great Britain Pound Swiss franc on a daily chart, the pair is in a very nice rectangle. As I talked about recently, we are still in a consolidation for this pair. But again, according to our analysis of the weekend, the pair is selling. So I think it's because we have this move here, the downside. Since price bounced from the upper end, we expect that the consolidation may continue, but most likely the selling pressure may push us back into this line here. And as we look at this line, it is highly likely that if this line is broken, then we will be moving to the next line, which is here. And that means we shall be traveling approximately the distance of this rectangle downwards from the broken level. So our eyes are now on this line, and we would like to see this selling pressure leading us into this line. If it does, we'll see how it will react. But if price breaks this line, then we shall begin looking at this next line. Let's look at another pair, and this is Great Britain Pound USD. It behaves like Euro USD. We can see that we have this major move to the downside, and then we have this pullback. And in my opinion, this pair, we expect to get a major pullback one of these days. And once we get that pullback, if it comes into this zone, then we shall be looking for possible selling opportunities. But even now, we are saying that if it gives us good opportunities to sell, especially on lower time frame, we will be looking for an extension. To me, the pullback is highly expected. So whatever we get as a selling opportunity on lower time frame, in my opinion, it will simply be an extension, and that extension should only be on lower time frame. Otherwise, we'll wait for a major move, a major pullback, and after that major pullback, then we shall get a major move to the downside. Let's look at another pair, and this is New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar. This pair is also moving to the downside. As we can see, after price failed in this area, it started pushing to the downside. We have these key levels, this one, and this one. But I believe that this move to the downside, much as it is not very strong in terms of momentum, it will continue to the downside. So what I'm looking for now after this pullback is a move to the downside, and in my opinion, price is going to come and take out this level and continue to the downside, printing a new lower low on a daily chart, because this is a move, or this is a trend that sells, and it is still fresh. Most likely, it will be pushing us to come and break this level, continuing to the downside. So to me, this pullback is an opportunity to sell New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar. Let's look at another pair. This is New Zealand dollar, Swiss franc. New Zealand dollar, Swiss franc, we can see that after price failed in this area, it started moving to the downside. And then we can see that we had this pullback, and this pullback got stuck. We have a number of rejections in this area, which area again is a key level. If you look at the left side, you can see that this is a key level which was broken. Price will test it, and most likely we will see sellers stepping in and pushing price to the downside, if possible, bringing us all the way into this key area here. And so our eyes now are looking at this level here, and we are continuing with this move that has been pushing to the downside. Let's look at another pair. This is New Zealand dollar USD. This is a pair which we expect to have a major pullback one of these days. The trend is to the downside, clearly to the downside. But if we get a major pullback, most likely it will be leading us into another move to the downside. But even now, since it is a daily chart, we can go to lower time frame, and lower time frame we shall be looking for possible opportunities to sell, believing that this major move will continue, giving us an extension. And if it gives us an extension, then we will be most likely breaking this level. But for now, we are looking for only opportunities on lower time frame, because we believe that a pullback, a major pullback, will be expected in the next few days. And therefore, even as we look for selling opportunities, we must take care that the major move or the major trend may find a significant pullback. So we are only looking for possible selling opportunities in the form of extension, and that will only be done on short time, on lower time frame charts. Let's look at the next pair. This is USDCAD. USDCAD is our next pair, and we can see that we have this move to the upside. It's a very strong move, and then price got into this consolidation whereby it has taken a number of days. It started in December, and up to now we are still bouncing up and down. So I believe that again, this pair will give us a major pullback, but this consolidation is making things hard. So in my opinion, the best way to trade it now is to go for lower time charts, whereby we look for selling opportunities if price comes here, or for buying opportunities if price comes to the bottom of this rectangle. But in my opinion, this rectangle is still holding prices, and therefore it's much better to ignore, or if possible, we look for only opportunities when price has bounced from here, so that we can buy, believing that price will come back into this key level. But if this level is broken, then we shall be launching a significant pullback, which is likely to come into this zone, and that's when we shall be looking for our major buying opportunities. Let's look at the last pair, and this is USDJPY. USDJPY is also has been in a bullish trend for some good time, and we can see that we had this move, we had a pullback, we had a move, and now we are in a pullback. But again, I believe that this pair will be giving us a major pullback to the downside. It may come back into this line or even continue into this line. So for now, we are only looking for buying opportunities, but on lower time frame, whereby it is possible to see price go back into this line, and we are not going to trade this using higher time frame. So we are only going to use lower time frame to trade this opportunity, if at all it is to be there. Actually, yesterday I posted something. It was not a video, but it was simply a document whereby I was showing that there was a possible opportunity to buy this pair in a short term, and we saw that the whole day was buying. So what we are looking for now on lower time frame is the continuity of this buying pressure, if possible, bring us into this key level. Otherwise, we are trading it so carefully, since we expect a major pullback, which may come back into this line or even break it and go into this area. Otherwise, that's it, and we shall meet in another video.